My name's Janati Kotoisuva. I'm a maintenance and diagnostics engineer. This is my car, Audi A6. Engineer. My apprenticeship's given me a future, it's given me a life. 24, I'm single, I travel, I have a car, you know, my parents needed bills to be paid, I could pay them. If my mum wanted to go to Fiji, I could pay for her trip to Fiji.
The whole idea behind building this bridge from the education sector into industry via tertiary, it is about grooming and preparing young people better.
I'm Jasmine. I go to trades at school.
I started the program in 2009.
Currently doing level 2 at trades at MIT.
My automotive teacher, he asked me if I wanted to do it and I said sure, why not?
I graduated last year and ever since then I've been working at DNH Steel Construction.
It's a big eye-opener, gives you independence, opportunities which we never knew there was there. My name's William Malloy, I'm 28 years old. I'm a sheet metal engineer by trade. I wasn't that clever at school yet. I only passed one subject, so now I've got a trade behind me. It's opened up a lot of doors. I could go overseas, do some work and come back again, and always got something to fall back onto. Well, I've been raised by my mum. She did struggle, yes, with four kids in my family. Just growing up in sort of poverty, you know, I didn't want to be stuck in that same place. Life is better having the trade behind me. I'm able to support my wife and son while she's still at uni. When I was back at high school, I didn't see myself where I'm at today. Yeah, come a long way here.
When I was back at school, I didn't know what I wanted to do when I left. On the education side, you know, I didn't really apply myself too well.
I was getting a bit behind in schoolwork, so I tried to catch up but wasn't really good at it.
Didn't know which way to go after school, so trade school kind of gave us that little hoop.
Schoolwork and everything else, it leads to a dead end for some kids because they get bored of it and they just lose interest. If you've got something that's very interesting to do, you'll keep on doing it. But if you just go to school every day and do the same thing, it's just repetition. It's not very good.
We introduced the program to them at year 11. They engage the program in year 12 and 13, where they go into tertiary education 1 day a week. And during the school holidays, we engage them with employers for work experience.
The relationship between trades at school and the technical institutes, I think, is really one of the key aspects of the success of the system. One of the key issues is capturing the kids at school that potentially don't really know what they want to do, and unless they're sort of caught and given a bit of guidance, potentially they may end up wandering for a few years in different industries and the like. So it's vitally important that they are taught the fundamental skills of the industry.
I'm able to move around the factory. Like when some areas need people, like I'm the one who goes into that area to help out. For me, like being here doesn't feel like work, just feels like I'm here to help out. But like it's probably because I enjoy it.
I can tell you that some of the most successful people in this business are people that have come out of the shop floor. So they are people that have started with an apprenticeship, potentially not even an apprenticeship, maybe it's just work experience for 5 or 6 years or more.
I enjoy the hands-on work, the using your brain to think and work with your hands to solve something and make something out of just a piece of scrap metal. I get good comments from my teachers and stuff, and they ask me how I'm doing every day, and I tell them what I do, and they get impressed more and more.
When they complete the program after 2 years of engaging in tertiary and industry, they complete year 1 apprenticeship for 10 different trades. So they actually achieve a national qualification, a tertiary national qualification, on top of the NCEA. So that has never been done before.
I've noticed a difference in her. She's happier. When she's going to her course, she's up early as getting all ready, and I drop her off every morning, so she's really keen. So I've noticed a difference in her straight away. I've seen some of the work that she's done and I'm really impressed. Even her brother's impressed. He looks at her work and he goes, hey, I'm doing this stuff now. And he's a rigger. He built the Dunedin Stadium.
The difference is they have a purpose as to why they're doing the subjects they're doing. The purpose is relevant to where they want to go in life. Perception of industry and life after secondary school is more realistic. And with the parents' involvement, the engagement of tertiary and the engagement of the employers, all these key stakeholders coming together is the support that these young people need.
My favorite thing that I've worked on would have to be the barbecue at MIT. So we made a barbecue at MIT, and our last day we had a little barbecue on our own barbecues.
Self-belief comes from them believing in their own ability. Everything you need to succeed in this world is already built into you. And I think that's the thing about that the education system doesn't talk about very often, is that our children are fully equipped. But what they need to do is they need to develop, strengthen, grow these giftings and turn it into skills so that they could serve the community that they live in.
Once you come to the end of your apprenticeship and you're qualified, you start to see all these doors open up, you know? There's so many places you can go, you can travel the world.
My plans for the future is to get my degree in trades, which is engineering, level 3.
I could go further where I'm at now, or another company could look at going up to management level, or if I wanted to, I could go overseas and do OE and do some work overseas and come back.
For me, I'm going through a trainer's course to become an assessor, and I'm going to be assessing other engineers in my company and getting them up to a standard that I would like them to be on the machine.
When you're looking into the future, when we're talking about trades at school, if you start imagining IT at school, you start to imagine hospitality at school, you start to imagine nursing at school, you start to imagine the same concept. It's about mentoring, pastoral care, and all that, looking after, guiding them through that interface.
If you get into an apprenticeship and you go to work, bring a good attitude. That's all that counts. You don't have to be smart, you don't have to be clever. I'm not good at maths, you know, I hardly know my timetables, but I could, if you ask me the equation for linear expansion, I could probably give it to you now.
I'd highly recommend it. It's another option, and it's a good option. Yeah. And if you got that option there, take it.
This is a long-term solution towards our skill shortage. We can do much better than what we're doing now. All we got to do is use some common sense and bring industry and the education sector together. And with the family and with tertiary, we can do this.